Today is the 27th of August 2024. Welcome, dear ladies and gentlemen, for the South Sudan news summary. But first, the main stories. 8 arrested after a man was killed at Wow. Kill fires office chief administrator. MPs call for end to early marriage and gender-based violence. 1 injured as humanitarian vehicle is ambushed in eastern Equatorial State. News in detail. A 20-year-old man was killed in Wow town of western Varagazal state in a suspected confrontation between security organs and a group of gangsters. The young man was reportedly killed in a crossfire when the night security patrol exchanged fire with the suspected criminal during a birthday party at the High Mutamadia. Wow Mayor said the security organs have arrested 8 youths suspected to be in possession of drugs, including marijuana. Meanwhile, South Sudan's President Salva Kiir on Friday sacked the chief administrator, Daniel Madik Malek, in his office. In a degree broadcast on the state-owned South Sudan Broadcasting Corporation, the president announced Dr. Satimon Mathiop Akwi as Malek's replacement. No explanation was given for replacing the chief administrator who was appointed in July. Meanwhile, lawmaker Joel Nyogek Daniel has called on the South Sudan government to tackle child and forced marriage and gender-based violence. His remarks come amid reports that 52% of South Sudanese girls were married up before the age of 18, with the cases largely tied to poverty and the economic challenges. Organizations such as Save the Children were focusing on improving educational opportunity for girls and the young mothers, especially those who dropped out due to early marriage or pregnancies. And a humanitarian mission staff was injured when a vehicle she was traveling in was shot at along the Tori Magui Road on Wednesday evening. Annette Odi Alex, 38, of the Lutheran World Federation, was rushed to Magui Hospital for medical attention. Authorities in Magui County said the Tori Magui Road was safe despite the Wednesday incident. Magui County Chief Inspector of Police, Lead Col Paul Louis Eco, said that the suspect was still at large. And the Minister of Cabinet Affairs stated that the country must develop a judiciary that is independent of personal interest. Dr. Martin Elia Lomuro made the remarks on Wednesday, 23rd of August 2024, during a validation workshop discussing the reports of the committee as mandated by the Revitalized Peace Agreement. Minister Lomuro emphasized that judiciary reform should prioritize future generations. And the South Sudan Human Rights Defender Network has called for accountability of the recent violence in which dozens of civilians were killed in central Equatorial State and the Warab State. The rights watchdog made the statement as South Sudan joins the rest of Africa in commemorating African Human Rights Day. It underscores that this year's commemoration comes at a time of violence-rocked South Sudan, where civilians were brutally killed, wounded, and displaced in Wondurbak and Kajokeji and the intercommunal classes in Don County. That report brings us the end of our news summary, but first the main stories. 8 arrested after a man was killed at Wow. Kill fires office chief administrator. MP calls for end to early marriage and gender-based violence. 1 injured as humanitarian vehicle is ambushed in eastern Equatorial State. Dr. Lomuro calls for an independent judiciary. Right group wants justice for civilians killing in central Equatorial State and Warab State. Thank you. My name remains Tokyo Festo Richard reporting for GMK News.